I totally do not like that he parked right here next to me. That's so awkward. Oh, bald-headed ass. What up, everyone? Welcome to my tubo canal, and thank you so much for following, and thank you so much for clicking on this video and watching what I'm about to do. Y'all are so supportive. I love it. Completely not what I thought it would happen or like what it would be, but we getting somewhere and I like that. So don't forget to like and subscribe and to follow my other social media. The link is down below. And why do I always have gas when I start vlogging? Like, that does not make sense to me. But anyways, in today's video, I will be doing a mukbang respiratory Q&A part 2. I know, I've always wanted to do a mukbang, and now that I have the opportunity, I might as well. So I am deciding whether I want Chick-fil-A, Wingstop, or Qdoba. And why is this guy parking right next to me? Like, I'm in the very back of a parking lot at our shopping center, and this motherfucker really gonna park right the fuck next to me. So what I get from Chick-fil-A is my roaches, and they really give me a lot today. My papas, and I always order the number 2 with no bun, just the spicy deluxe with the vegetales. So let's start this Q&A. I feel like I look turnya ahora po. Anyways, let's start our Q&A. I actually what I did was screenshotted and then wrote down below like some key points. So we're gonna start answering them while I start getting my stuff together. Pickles. So my first question is, to get into the program, it's only limited amount of openings. So is it difficult to get in, or do some require an interview? How was yours, and what tips would you recommend to help get into the program? So I'm not sure about RT program review interviews. I know they do those to those big programs that everybody be trying to get into, like nursing, some nursing, and for sure dental hygiene be doing interviews. But we don't do interviews. I think what majority of RT programs require you to do is do the prereqs and shadow for like a couple hours. And because I don't feel like a lot of people know what respiratory is, so not a lot of people, like, it's not like a high demand, like it's not really out there like for people to know what it is. So I don't really think like it's like really big. My recommendations or my biggest tips is to look at the prereqs that the program requires you to have, and do really good on the classes that give you higher points if you get an A than the lower class. I mean, still do good all together, but try to really get A's and B's on the higher points from the other classes. The second one is, hi, I'm wanting to start school for RT. I'm just gonna read you like the whole thing, like the whole, like what they ask and stuff. So I'm wanting to start school for RT and never heard of such field. Which is true, no one really hears about us, man. We need to be out there, guys. This is ridiculous. But wanted to try something different other than RN. This one I came across my YouTube video and found them very helpful. Oh, thank you. That is so sweet. I really try, guys. However, I have a few questions about the field. I want to know if once becoming an RT, can you work in the NICU or with pediatrics right after? So yes, you are able to work with peds. You probably won't get into the NICU right away because you have to be comfortable working on the floors with pediatrics before they throw you in ICU. They want you to be more comfortable. But every place is different. But for sure, you're going to, if you work at a peds hospital or like a children's hospital, you're going to have to learn how to take care of them at whatever level of care that they need to be in. or do you have to take additional classes in order to work in it? And do you have any pointers and advice starting RT school? So yes, inside the program you're actually taking neonate pediatric class. I think I still have the book. Okay. Yes, I still have my book. I still have majority of my books. So if you want to rent from me, let me know. So yeah, you take like a pediatric neonate class. This was mine. What is this? I found something in one of these books. Oh, my mom wrote me a recipe to make caldo de res. Boy, I need to keep this here because I've been trying to make that, but it's been the summer, so that shit don't really taste good in the summer. Yes, it does. But anyways, in respiratory class, in the program, you take a class for neonates and pediatric respiratory care. So you would be able to work straight out of graduating school into a children's hospital, and then eventually you'll be able to work like in PICU or NICU. And they also require you to do rotations, so you'll have clinical experience before you graduate, just a little bit, but you'll still have experience altogether. My advice or pointers before starting RT school is be prepared for a boring ass life. And why I say that is because school should be your #1 priority. Unless you have kids, you don't take care of your kids. But school should be your number one priority. And I say this to everyone. It's very important to emphasize, build now, relax later. Because if you take a year off, you know, however long the program is, and it goes by fast, it doesn't go by slow. If you take a year off, focus on what you need to do. Once you graduate and just work respiratory, you're able to work and enjoy life, and it's worth it. So you might as well, you know, do the shit that you need to do, study hard, you know, work hard, be able to understand what you're actually learning. And then, you know, that's going to be able to help you get your boards out the way, you know, because you'll be able to pass them quick. That's less money you have to spend on retaking board exams, so you might as well work hard. And I really recommend scheduling yourself. Let me see what I put. Have a schedule. Once you're in the program, I know it's hard to schedule, like if you have kids or whatever, but try to keep like a study schedule and set like little goals for yourself. Like, let's say like I have all this homework due this week. If I can get it done between like a certain time frame, you're able to enjoy that weekend off. You know what I mean? Like, or if I get everything done here, I'm able to go out here. And always remember to schedule yourself some self-care love sessions. Go get a massage, go get your nails done, feet done, just have you time, because when you just like 100% focused in school, which is cool, you need time for yourself to de-stress and to be able to focus better in school. So that's the second question. Lettuce wrap, it's not that bad. It can get messy sometimes, but I remember the first time I ordered this with my sister. She like was like looking at me sideways, like, bitch. Not judging. I'm so hungry. Number 3 is great video. You were very thorough. Thank you. Question is, hold up. Question is, about how long would it take? About how long would you say it took you after you started working to get comfortable in your role as a respiratory therapist? It took me, I want to say roughly about 4 months. 4 months to get comfortable. And I feel like some people take less time and some people take a longer time. This thing I am going to say is that every day you might have to deal with something different that you never dealt with before. So you're not going to be comfortable at that time because you don't really know what to do or where to go. And you don't really have the experience to know what to do. But it took me about four months. My situation was kind of meh because they threw me in ICU maybe the third day I was by myself, and boy, I hated it. I ain't gonna lie, that shit was so hard for me. I remember my boss telling me if I was okay because it was just so much. But because I was put in an uncomfortable position, I felt like I gained more experience, and I gained more like confidence just because like I had no choice but to do it. So it took me about, like, I want to say roughly 4 months, but before those 4 months, it was really rough. I hated going to work because I was so scared. Like, what if I like did something I fucked up? But yeah, 4 months, guys. Question number, I don't know what question number this is. Oh, so do you have to wait a certain time to take the TMZ again, or can you get the until you get the high cut score, or we just retake the money? For now, you just schedule it and just retake the money because you're already certified. But I did hear that it's gonna change next year. You know, NBRC changes our examinations all the time. Before I took it, it was different. It was 3 tests, I believe, before I took it. Now it's just 2. And so for now, you don't need to wait. I'm not sure what the new rules are, but once I get to know them next year, I will let y'all know for sure. Salary starting out, school time, and how did the prerequisites, and did you have any prerequisites, and how long did that take? So salary for respiratory therapists can vary depending on the hospital and like where you live at, but it starts at like $40,000 a year. So yes, I did take prereqs. Majority of your programs require you to take prereqs to be able to get accepted. That's how they accept you, because they look at your grades like for your prereqs. So majority of the time you do have to have them. And it took me 3 years to do my prereqs because I did not know what I wanted to do. And I just ended up kept taking classes until I was able to apply. So it just took me a little longer because I did not know what I wanted to do with my life. The program itself was August to August, so just a year. So it wasn't bad at all. Decide on new grad salaries, per diem jobs, salary range, and overtime along with benefits from your employer. You know, just money stuff. I just knew I was gonna come, but of course I'm gonna let y'all know. So the lowest salary I feel like a respiratory can make full time is $40,000, which is not that bad. I don't know, the living here is fine. And the highest can be up to $50,000 depending on where you go and how much they pay. Some hospitals, I do know, do not hire new grads in their PRN position. I know that OU Medical doesn't. They hire only full-time for new grads because, you know, you don't have experience, and that's the only way you're going to gain experience, by going like full-time, the hours that you have to go. I, on the other hand, got hired as PRN new grad, and because I didn't want to work full-time, I was like, babos, I don't need none of this stress. So I was PRN when I first got hired. PRN, the difference with PRN and full-time, PRN you get no benefits, but you do get paid more, depending, you know, because you don't get benefits, so you get paid more. A lot of hospitals won't give you, if you're a new grad, won't give you that like PRN pay because you don't have any experience. So sometimes it can be a little lower. For example, where I work, PRN gets paid like I think 31 or 32 an hour, while their full-time staff gets paid, I want to range between 23 to 26 an hour. So that's a big difference. And being full-time, you get insurance, dental and eye insurance, you know, your 401k, those basic stuff. Some hospitals actually give you a discount at gyms. Where I work at, they give you a discount at the YMCA. You know, that place is fucking expensive, guys. I was like, oh, ridiculous pricing. I just can't do it. But I finally joined it. I have my sister, my niece, my boo. I think that's like 4 of us. And I pay like $30 a month when it can be up to like $140, I believe, for like a regular YMCA. So those are my benefits, and it's pretty awesome, I feel like. That's mostly it. Just basically, you know, full-time stuff. What stethoscope do you use? I currently use a Littman Classic 2 SE. I bought that when I was in school, and I have not changed it. I still use it, and I probably will keep using it because I know I won't be doing respiratory for long. I'll probably have a couple more years because I'll go in for something else. I mean, I might like obviously still use it because I think I'll always work as like a PRN job here and there. But that's not going to be my full-time, you know, career. And usually those have like 3-year warranty because they have like a little serial code or whatever you call those. So if you put the code in, they'll send you one for free, but you have to send the one that que no jalaba back. We would love a video on the different roles with RTs carry throughout the hospital, ICU, OR, and codes. That's actually another video that I'm going to be uploading in the next couple weeks. I will be giving you the different roles that RTs have throughout the whole hospital and other places that they work at, that they're able to work at, so y'all know what opportunities RTs have out here. But for those areas, I feel like the importance and like the main responsibilities that RT have is to maintain an airway and to have like, you know, make sure the patient has adequate oxygen levels. That's basically the main, I feel like the main job that they have in like those important areas. Because if somebody codes, you're going to have to intubate, you have to be there, you have to put them on a mechanical ventilator, you have to oxygenate them. So hopefully y'all like that video because it's coming soon. What were the hardest classes in pediatrics and neonates? I'm not gonna lie. The hardest class that I had was neonates and pediatrics because, you know, this is gonna sound bad, but the teacher wasn't very helpful. You basically had to teach yourself. So I just had to learn it myself. That's why it was so hard, because I'm kind of like, I gotta see it, they have to like explain it to me, and then I practice it and then I know it. But this time it was just all you better figure it out type of vibe, and it just sucked. That was one of my hardest classes. And because kids, their, you know, ranges, like their ABGs, their oxygen levels are going to be different from adults, and you just have to know all that stuff. So it was kind of hard. Any clinical tips? Be prepared. Be so prepared for this shit. My biggest tips is to make your lunch every time you have to go to clinicals. Save money. Hospital's food ain't even that good, and it's expensive, especially if you have to be there like 5 days a week or 3 days a week. It gets expensive. I don't know why. When I had students and I had them for a while, they constantly paid for their food, and like $7 each day. That's so expensive. Make your lunch. Save money. Make sure you have pens. You never will get tired of having pens. Make sure you have scratch paper, any homework, just in case that therapist isn't busy that day. You can sit down and do homework instead of wasting time just staring at each other. And a clipboard. A clipboard was helpful. I feel like a clipboard that like you can open and put all your paper in and your pens and take that to clinicals instead of a big ass bag. I feel like that's bomb. And okay, so this is my biggest tip because I did not realize it. So you know, you're listening to breath sounds and your stethoscope is touching a patient. It is freaking essential to wipe down your stethoscope with an alcohol pad. And make sure when you first do clinicals and you go to the first med room or wherever they have those alcohol pads, get a bunch. Because you're going to be wiping that mug a lot because you're going to be listening to so many breath sounds. What's the process of becoming an RT? I actually have a video for that. I will link it down below. So just watch that video and it gives you the 5 important steps with like details inside those steps that can help you out. And last question, and I can finally eat like a gusto or whatever because this is kind of hard. What is a must-have as a respiratory therapist? Bam, pens. You're gonna need so many pens. Depending on what kind of person you are, if you want to be color coordinated, get some different color pens. But you need a pen to write down a lot of stuff. I found highlighters really helpful too. I usually cross out a patient that got discharged, or if they got moved to floors and weren't my responsibility anymore, I'd cross them out. A clipboard. I use a clipboard now. When I was at the bigger hospital, I didn't. I just folded it up and put it in my pocket, the paper that I had. But now that I'm at this other place, I do use a clipboard because it's just a lot easier. And a water, like have your favorite water bottle, get a reusable water bottle, because, you know, you're out on the floors. It's easier to like take your water with you, you know, put it where you're able to have, and drink water, because a lot of people don't drink their water. You know, you get busy, you want to be able to have that right there close to you, like, or somewhere near like the floor that you're at. I always brought my water with me, like I always carried. I'll show you my water bottle. Changed their name to SSM. So I carried this with me with my name on it. They knew that it would belong to somebody. I had a Yeti cup, like top that I bought. And, you know, just close it, put it where you're able to have water. And, you know, majority of the floors have ice machines with water, so you're able to fill it up. So those are my biggest tips, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I'm gonna be finishing this up, tear it up too. I will be doing a vlog later on because I work tonight at the big hospital. So this one should be up soon and sooner, and the vlog for tonight is gonna be up later this week. So thank you so much for watching. I appreciate the love. And y'all have a blessed Monday, because I'm recording this on Monday. If I have it up today, I'm doing real good. But anyways, thank you so much for watching, the support. And if you have any other video requests, remember, comment down below. And all my social medias in the description box. So always get a follow and a share content. So have an amazing day, guys.